Hi, this is my first video. I am a vintage reseller on Etsy and I have a very exciting haul. It is my first haul I've ever done, but it's very exciting because it is a huge brass haul. So all these items were bought by the same individual. It was someone that was selling just a lot of brass on Marketplace. And me and my mom went and we got a lot of good stuff. So let's show all the goodies. This is the first one. It's a very large twisted candlestick. And I just pulled the sticker off of this one and I think it said $5, but this is so pretty, very big. And the guy had so much brass and I didn't know where he got it from. I said, do you auction, like get stuff from auction, or how did you get all your brass? And he said that he inherited some and that he was a garbage man for a long time, and I think that some of these might have been saved from the garbage, which is pretty cool. So this next piece is a large brass bowl. I come across these a lot. Not this size, but this style, that hammered brass with that rope detail. And this one was cool because it's so big. I haven't seen one this big and flat. You could put a really beautiful arrangement of flowers in here, like orchids, live orchids, with some moss. You could fill it up with really whatever you like, and I just love the size. Like this would be great on a coffee table, on a round dining table, so many ways to display it. And I just pulled the sticker off. I got this one for 10. It does need cleaned. I'm gonna clean probably all the brass. And I think it'll look even better shined up. So that's that. So with his pricing, we did buy everything for the price listed, but I bought so much brass that at the end, he kind of knocked $50 off, which was really nice. So I got a few of these brass deer. So this is 2 of this size and they were $10 each. And it's kind of nice that they're a pair. This one has its head up and this one has its head forward. And they're a really nice size. And I thought this would be perfect for Christmas. People really like deer, me included. So these are cute. I thought about keeping these, but I think I'll probably list them, but we'll see. These are cute. He had a really crazy listing photo. It was just all that brass in the photo. And he had these huge deer, massive, like, I don't know, 2.5, 3 feet tall. And they were so pretty, and I really wanted those. Like that was, out of anything, that's what I'd want. And didn't end up getting them because they weren't there. He had sold them, which was a bit of a bummer, but I got so many other brass pieces that it's okay. And I hope someday I will find those deer because I'd love to decorate with it for Christmas. So this deer is a little bit bigger. He's a single guy. You can see like next to this one, he's a little bigger. So these would be really cute, kind of a set maybe, or separate. See, they could all kind of go together or be separate. But this one I will list by itself because of its size. So someone else has the other parts, other deer that are kind of maybe with its head up in this size. They could be nice paired together. It's super cute. And then those other deer, the 2, we back up, these 2 would be listed together because they're definitely a set. We're gonna keep them together. So when I first saw the listing, the guy had it as make an offer for all. So I did, I made an offer for all. And then kind of soon after that, I got a notification on my phone that said, the seller had updated the listing. So I looked at it and in the description, he said that those big deer I wanted were gone. So I was like, ah. And then he did message me back with the, cause I gave him an offer price for everything. And he said, I'll get back to you. So after I saw the deer was gone, a couple of days, maybe 2 days passed. And I thought, maybe he's just like wanting to sell everything individually. So I messaged him back and I said, I saw that you sold the deer. Are you selling things individually now? He said, yes. And I said, great, can I come over? So called it my mom. I was able to drop off my daughter with my dad, and me and my mom went. So it ended up being perfect. And it was a super fun day together, just picking up all the brass. This is a spoon. I haven't seen a brass spoon this size before, and it has a lot of etching and a little hook. You could hang it on a wall, and it has that hammered copper on the inside. I love the size of this spoon. Super cool. Had to grab the spoon. So he had a lot of brass. I probably grabbed maybe almost half of it. You'll see, I got a lot of items here, but he had a lot. I kind of got the stuff that was bigger or more unique, things I haven't seen too much of, or things I definitely saw being easy sells, or things I want. So I was gonna show this bird, but I can't find its little mate yet, so we're gonna move on. Okay, the next brass piece is a armadillo. And I guess I bought him for $10. And he has a lot of detail. There were some unique animals there. I picked up a lot of the animals, but I didn't pick up all of them. I left an elephant behind, a bull behind. He had a lot of eagles. I only picked up one eagle. Some little pigs. And the reason why I left those ones behind were either their price was a little higher than I wanted to pay, or I just thought the animal might be a slower sell. And I think he maybe had a giraffe too. And I don't know if I would have picked up the armadillo, but he said that a lot of people were messaging him asking for this armadillo. So I thought, well, if the local market's asking for him, that might be a good sign that there might be a market online. So didn't want to regret picking him up, so I picked him up, and he's a pretty unique animal. And what I like about brass animals is when they're more realistic, and this one is. It's not very cartoony, and this one has a lot of detail, so he's really cool. So that's why I picked that guy up. And brass might be my favorite thing to sell on Etsy. It seems to have a good market, and I don't have to worry too much about it breaking. I don't know if brass can really break that easily in shipping. So these next ones are cool, and I was just playing with the spur, and it has a spur that moves, so that's extra fun. And they have a lot of detail on them. I definitely wanted to snag these because Western things are on trend. And if you live in a state where you might wear something like this, you might want to have your own little boot. So really pretty. And the size is great. These are little. I would sell them separately, but you could buy a little pair if you wanted to buy both and have a little pair on a shelf. That would be cute. But since these are little, these would be great to have matchsticks in and have this next to a candle, or to put toothpicks on it and put it on your table. Or you could put a little flower arrangement in there. That'd be really sweet. I decorate a lot with dried flowers, so something like that would be good. So I picked these both up for $5, and they were like a no-brainer. These would be pretty low-cost shipping because they're little, and they probably weigh about a pound, less than a pound. I get a little hesitant picking up things that are bigger just because the shipping gets pretty high, and I don't do free shipping, so I will still pick up big stuff if I think that it's kind of worth it. Like someone would still pay for that shipping even if it's bigger. So this next little apple was only $3, so I thought, let's get this. And I heard that apples sell. So this one's really cute. I love the size. I love the detailing on the leaf. the form is good on this one. So cute. You can stick this anywhere. And the more I look at it, the more I might want to keep this, but we'll see. We'll see. I have a little apple in my powder room that's brass, and I love it. It's actually really cool because it's a sconce, or not a sconce, a candle holder, but it's electrified. I don't know if I'm describing this perfectly, but a little brass apple with like a white, here I'll show you, because I picked up a sconce, like one of these white, kind of supposed to look like a candle, and you screw the light bulb in it, and I put a little tiny like small white lampshade on it. It's so cute. Well, since I'm holding this, I might as well show you. When I picked this up, my mom's like, do you want to put those brass hands back? And I'm like, no, people like hands. And these hands are extra, extra cool. Look at these. Look at the detail. I love this. And this is for an electric light. It has the wiring there. I'm not an electrician. I don't know if I will be able to test these, if they would need to be rewired or if they're just good to go. I don't know. So they're going to be sold as is untested, but what makes them even better is there's two. Like, I'm not even that into hands, and I'm like super, super drawn to these. Look how cool. I'm going to put one down. Let's look at this one. They really need cleaned because they are so dusty. Like, they're making my hands dusty from being held. But look at that. Fingernails. I love this. Like, it was supposed to look like a torch, I think. And what I'm thinking about is Phantom of the Opera. And I might be remembering this wrong, but I just remember a scene that I think the candle sconces on the wall move, and I don't know if they're a hand or they turn into a hand, but that's what it's reminding me of. Like, how epically cool would this be on either side of a mirror in like a powder room or anywhere? So cool. I don't know exactly what these should be priced at. They look like they could sell really high, which I get. And this one I feel is like especially good. This one's all brass, except for this part, of course. Yeah, so cool. And they were a steal. They were $10 per sconce. So awesome. Whoever gets this, they're gonna have an insane room that this goes in. Like, this will be so cool. Great conversation piece. So this is maybe the thing I'm like maybe most excited about. There's so many good things in here, but those especially. And the more I'm looking at it, I'm like, do I need hands in my room somewhere? My style isn't very ornate. I like things a little more simple, but they're so cool. Like, when a piece is so cool, it just makes you feel like you need it, even if it's like not perfect for your house. But I do let a lot of stuff go because I'm like, if it's not perfect, then someone else could have it and enjoy it. So I do let a lot of things go. This next piece is a bow, and it was only $3. It is so cute. Let me take the tag off. Has a lot of detail. Like I said, that's something I'm always looking for when it comes to brass. So it has the detailing in the ribbon to make it look more like ribbon. Then it has that twist on the hook part. And it's really nice. It has the hardware for hanging on there. So you would just put a little screw or a nail, and then that part would hook on there, and you're good to go. And what does it say on the back? 1989 CBK Limited. This is cool. Like, this would be so cute in like a little girl's room, or if you have a really feminine style in a closet to hang up some of your belongings. in a bathroom, like a robe hook. This is so pretty. Functional things like this, like things that are hooks, stuff like that, I also want to keep. Like I want to keep everything because I love brass, but I think I'll let it go just because I don't have that spot for it. But you could also put a hand towel on here and have it in a bathroom, because some people do the hooks instead of like the towel rods or the circle towel holders, circle hand towel holders. I don't know. I hope your brain is putting together those pieces there, but yeah, this is good. That was a good pickup. I really like that one. All right, we got a lot more of treasures in this box here. So this little guy my mom really liked. He was, it says 15. Paid 15 for him. He's really dirty, ew. There's like mysterious fuzz and maybe animal hairs to him. I will clean him thoroughly before I list him. They're all in like a Amazon box right now, so. Yeah, my mom really liked him. She's like, you gotta get that crab. I'm like, of course I'm gonna get the crab. I think he's a shrimp, but my mom was calling him a crab. I like his size. Like this is pretty big. You can see how big he is. And also, now that I'm looking at him, he can hang on a wall. You see the hook there? So yeah, he could be kind of like a little shrimp hanging out on your bookshelf or coffee table or wherever, or he can be a little shrimp hanging out on your wall. Either way, he'd be fun to hang out with. Like this would be fun. This is my idea of fun, is being in a space with a shrimp on it. And you better believe if I live somewhere more coastal or somewhere closer to the ocean or somewhere where shrimp live, I would be keeping this shrimp. Like this is so cool. He has these little, what are they? I don't know. What are these things that shrimp have? They, if he was an insect, I would call it an antenna. And then he has his little eyeballs and all his legs. Yeah, he is so cool. And my favorite thing selling on Etsy is whenever someone sends a stylized picture of the item they purchased, because I buy these things and I'm like, they are so cool and they would look so cool in the right space. And then when you get to see it there, you're like, yes, it made it to where it was meant to be. So this is a practical item that I love because it's practical. This is a shoehorn. I guess I bought it for $3. And it's a pretty brass shoehorn. It has a loop. You could hang it up in your shoe closet. And it has kind of like maybe a twisted rope look to it. It feels really good, like sturdy. Just what you need to put your shoe on. These are my favorite things, just the simple, practical stuff like this that are just beautiful. Like this shined up would be so pretty. So we went through a lot of brass, but we still have a lot more brass. So this next one is a brass seashell that was $5. And it's very realistic. Like wherever that crab's going, I can see like this brass seashell going there. Even the bottom part that you would put on a surface, like you would probably display it like this, has a lot of detail to it. So I guess if you wanted to put it in a bowl, you had some other maybe brass seashells in there. It could be this way, it could be that way. But it looks like a real shell, just in brass. I hope you guys like this haul. I've never done a YouTube video. It's kind of scary for me to do a YouTube video. I don't want to be on camera. But this is so cool that I want to share it. And if it goes well, then I will keep putting more videos out. I'm sure I'm not doing a very, what is that called? Not official job, but a very professional job. But with me, how I feel like with all things, you just have to jump in and try, and then learn from where you started, and then just grow from there. So that's the type B in me, is like, just do it. You know, you don't have to plan too much, just do it. So this is a little crab, not a crab. This is either a lobster. This is a lobster. That's not a shrimp because it has the claws. So this is a little lobster. So if you like nautical brass stuff, you're gonna like this. All this nautical stuff. I have more. I have a couple things that could be nautical that I have left. So he's cool. He could open a like a bottle here, and then he can clip here, and you could hang him on the wall with this. So you could put like your grocery list in your kitchen on here, or he could be like a letter clip in your office. Wouldn't he be cute in like a kitchen or like in a mudroom, like holding your mail or holding, I don't know, I'm like seeing like a tea towel, kind of like a kitchen tea towel in his hand, like something that has like a nautical print. That'd be so cute. But since you can hang them on a wall, it's always, I feel like it's always so convenient or helpful, or yeah, convenient or helpful to have things that store items on a wall, because I feel like your surface spaces get cluttered so quickly that it's nice to have things that can go on a wall and can organize that way. So, oh, by a front door. If you had this by your front door and he clips your mail for you. How cute. So cute. Once again, if I lived somewhere beachy, coastal, even a lake house, I would take the stretch to do like a lake house. I would have these little critters in there. Yeah, so cute, so detailed. I hope it comes through on camera, because I know I'm like, don't have the proper background or anything. I'm just putting it out there. Okay, so on the beachy theme, I picked up this beautiful shell. It's just it's like the perfect size shell. It was $5. Yeah, it's perfect size. You could put like a bar of soap in it. It could be like a trinket dish. Put your jewelry in it, put your keys in it. What I love about shells is they're so elegant, and they have that scallop. And I just feel like scallops, they're just so on trend, and they always look so nice. So elegant. So this has one of those made in India stickers in it. This would be so pretty shined up. And like I said, I love the size of it. It's the perfect size to put on your vanity or on an end table in your bedroom. This is your odds and ends. Like, you take off your ring, you put it in there, you put your chapstick in there. Yeah, so pretty. Also, like, if you're setting a nice table and you do brass on the table, you could definitely put something in here. I have some brass that I'll put like nuts in, and I leave that on my table. And the reason why I put nuts in the bowl that I leave on the table is, one, I wouldn't put everything in brass that you're gonna eat. Like, don't put soup maybe in brass. I don't know, can you eat off brass and it's okay? I would put like candies that were in wrappers in brass, or like nuts and shells. But the reason why it's nuts is because my daughter, if I put like candies, because I want to have a candy dish, and I wanted to have one for years that I actually put candy in, but she would just go there and eat all the candy in like a matter of minutes. So I'm like, I can't. It's not the time in my life to have a candy dish. So almonds it is, and if she wants to eat an almond, she can. If not, there you go. So this is great. This is it says 5. So this was a $5 pedestal bowl. And I always pick up brass pedestal bowls. This one is especially nice. It has all of that, I'm gonna call it like ribbed detail all along the base, so it catches the light really nice. It's so pretty. It's a good size. It's not like big enough to be a fruit bowl, maybe. I mean, you could still put fruit in it. It'd fit definitely a few apples, but these are so nice to display things. And I always feel like, especially in a bathroom, like something like this is so elegant. So pretty. I mean, you can use this for anything. The options are endless. So brass bowl for the win. Definitely had to snag that. Speaking of brass bowl for the win, this one's a little bit bigger. Here, I'll show you the two together. A little bit bigger. Very, very pretty. This is a hammered one. When I clean it, I think you'll see, okay, you can see on camera the hammeredness inside. This was $5, no brainer. We're definitely picking this one up. So pretty. So elegant in like a living room, on a console table, pretty much anywhere. What's this one say on the bottom? It says, solid brass crafted in India, and it has a horse. I don't know if we'll be able to see that. It has a horse on it. I don't really remember picking up brass with a horse sticker on it, so that's new. All right, oh, here's the other bird. Okay, yeah, I want to show you the birds. This is one of those things I was excited for. I was excited for the deer, and I didn't initially see these in the listing photo, but once I like zoomed in and looked for a while, I saw them like, oh yeah, I want the birds. So I think I might keep the birds. They were $20 for the pair, and I haven't seen these before. They're on a branch, and the branch is pretty detailed. And they could be blue jays, they could be cardinals. And I like that they're a pair. Like, how pretty. I always collect animals, or more drawn to animals that are kind of animals I see in my day-to-day life. So these kind of birds would be something that would come in my backyard. Like bunnies, birds, bugs, cats, that kind of stuff. So these are really cool. These might not make it to Etsy. And I'm looking at the sticker underneath. I'll show you it. It says MSR Imports. Made in Taiwan, I think? Yeah, it says made in Taiwan. Cool. I like to show the stickers because it's kind of interesting to me. Maybe it's interesting to you. Especially if you pick up a lot of brass, I think it's interesting. Now this one I almost didn't pick up. Not that it wasn't awesome, it was just the price, and I was picking up a lot of brass. It was priced at $25. And I know it's worth more than $25, I just don't know what it's worth. And I hope I go online, I'm surprised, I'm like, yes, I'm glad I picked that up. But he's a duck. And I know ducks are really popular. He has a lot of detail. Like, look at his wings. And then he has, I'm gonna say this is like the pond, and this is these hot dog plants. They look like a corn dog on a stick. What are those called? They grow in the ponds. What are they called? It's like on the tip of my tongue. It's probably driving you insane because you're yelling it at me. Cattails! Cattails. Corn dog plant. There we go. He is really handsome. He's really nice. Yeah. Of course I picked him up because he's a duck. Duck, duck, duck. All right. And another thing I was excited to pick up because I don't, for one reason or another, I don't come across a lot of horses, but I know people love horses, and I'm always trying to get horse stuff. So here I found 2 horses. They were $10 each, and they're gonna be sold together because they go together. They are really pretty. Like once they're shined up, I wish I was showing you all this shined up, but you can go on the Etsy shop to see it. My Etsy shop is Lilies of Vintage. I will try to link it. I've never done a YouTube video, so I don't know how to link, but check the description, see if I figured it out. Hopefully I did. If not, you can go on Etsy and you can type in Lilies of Vintage, and then I think you have to change it because it's gonna think it's an item. You have to change it to a shop. There's gonna be a drop down, I think. I hope I'm not telling you the wrong thing, but I think you have to make sure you're searching for shops. But yeah, look how beautiful the horse is. Very detailed. I love the size. Like these are the kind of size that are great on like a bookshelf or like a display shelf. You can put them anywhere. Yeah, these are great. Happy to find a brass. I think these are my first brass horses I've ever found. So I'm happy to find them. There's a lot of firsts here. First deer, first armadillo, first shrimp. Yeah. So I started selling, I think 4 months now on Etsy. So I've been sourcing for that long. So I haven't been doing that too long. So I'm sure as I go, I will find more. This is a brass plate I bought for $2, and it definitely needs cleaned, but it will really be its beautiful shiny self once it does. And it says made in Hong Kong in the back. It's interesting, it has another price that says $4 on it, but I paid $2. And the reason why I picked this up because it was $2, and that's a good price for this. This would be really nice with like a few pillar candles on it, or you know, whatever you want to put on here would be really pretty if you want to display some special items. So pretty. You always need trays, like corral your stuff. So this one's a plate that you could kind of use as a tray, like a small tray. So I like the practical stuff. We got to get that. All right, the next items are really cool, and I think I did pull the price off of them, but they were $10 each, and they are a pair of candlesticks. And the reason why I paid $20 for these is because I think they're special. And I didn't realize it at a time. Like this one doesn't have like a bottom to it like this one does. It has that felt. And at the bottom of it, it says the Bombay Company, and it says 58. So 58 I think would be, could be for the pair, but I think it might be for each candlestick. And I know the Bombay Company can be do pretty well online. So I think these are good. And these are massive, so big, like so big. You could have these on like maybe a buffet table in your dining room, or you know, anywhere you need something large scale. These are perfect. And these are really nice. So heavy, so solid. And I love the simplicity of them. They're just handsome. Like a lot of brass is very handsome. Like it could go in a very feminine room, but this one could go in a very masculine kind of room too. So like a moody office, or if you're just a guy and you like to decorate with brass and you like a more masculine style, this is it. And I'm always drawn to that like masculine style brass. I think it's kind of the regalness and the simplicity. So there you go. These are awesome. If I had a room that could handle this large of a scale of a candlestick, you better believe I would be keeping these, but I know it's not really right for my dining room table. Like these are a little bit would be oversized for it, but they are right for someone's dining room table. Like if you had a very big dining room table, or you know, just a large grand space with like really tall ceilings, you need some bigger statement type items, this is it. And those are harder to find. So these are going to absolutely be sold as a pair. And I think these would have I think I did good, even though I paid $20 for the pair. I think they'll probably sell, I'm hoping, a lot more than $20. Okay, another thing I never find is brass cats, and I have three brass cats. Let me grab the other ones. So I don't know if they go together. To me, they could go together, but I think I'm gonna sell them separate. Okay, I'll show you all of them, and then I'll do kind of one at a time. So, wouldn't they be nice together like that? This one has a base and this one doesn't. These are pretty big, very elegant. I love that they're cats. I have a cat, so I kind of want to keep these. I think I might let them go because I have, I do collect cat stuff because I have a cat, so I do have quite a bit of cat stuff. Really any angle, they look nice. They have a lot of detail. Of course, you want to display it kind of facing with the face out, so it would look like that. But these would be nice on their own, but they would also be nice paired with other cats, so I was happy to get the cats. A lot of people have cats as pets. And so, of course, you want to have decor that's kind of resonates with you, resonates with the life that you have, and you could have a little brass cat. So cute. Isn't this one cute? I like that this one's laying down because you find a lot that are kind of sitting up. And so this one would be really nice paired with another cat. Super cute. Okay, this is the last cat I got. And it has a base. It has that little cat expression. My cat gives an expression like that a lot. Elegant, pretty. This one's big too, if you can see. Pretty big. This one you could actually, it's kind of flat in the back. You could kind of use it as a bookend if you want to put books here. So I think I might photograph it that way. And maybe put in the description like figurine or bookend. Or maybe I would say statue, it's big. Statue or bookend. So cute. If you sell online, please, you can talk to me and I will be checking the comments because this is exciting. It's my first video. Tell me how you keyword stuff. Like, I'm pretty new to stuff. Before Etsy, I did list a little bit on eBay, not a whole bunch. Kind of learned on eBay. It was kind of like almost not worth my while. And I was like, let me just try Etsy. Like, I watched some videos of resellers and they were doing Etsy and they were doing good. So I was like, let me try it. And oh boy, did it have, I had a totally different experience. Like stuff, I felt like I was kind of giving things away on Etsy. Like people would offer, like I'd have it as a price, people would offer something lower, and it just, if you ever countered, I never once did I counter that someone ever accepted it. Like it was either you accepted their offer or they weren't interested. And so for that reason, I just decided to, I don't know. I was giving things away and I was like, is it worth my time? And Etsy, things sold really quickly for me. They sold so much higher than eBay. And I was like, this is really good. I think I'm gonna dive into this. And so I'm diving into it, getting the inventory, and it's like consistently doing really well for me. So I'm excited about that. Blah, blah, blah. Let me get into this next piece. This next piece, the guy gave to me because it has a flaw. It has a broken fin, and he said he looked and he didn't know where it was and he just wanted to give it away. And I'm like, of course I will take it. The sticker says made in Korea. It just has a gold oval sticker. It's a dolphin with a ball. There were other dolphins there that were really big, kind of like the size. Didn't pick them up. Maybe that was a mistake. You can tell me. Going on to the eBay route, I had a stone, really pretty marbly stone dolphin listed, and it just didn't sell. So I was kind of scared to pick up dolphin stuff. But since this was free, of course I'm going to take it. I'm going to list it. I will list it according to the flaw, so I always kind of lower my price if it has like a pretty decent flaw like that, but I think he's still great. Like if I wanted to display it, I'd just display it like this, and then you don't really notice it. I didn't really notice the flaw until he pointed it out. I wasn't really looking too much at the dolphins because I wasn't as interested in picking them up, even though they're great because they're huge, they're big. I know people love dolphins. If you love dolphins, this might be for you because it's big. It's really pretty. I don't collect dolphins because like I don't have a beachy kind of style house. But if I did, I would definitely want this because it's very pretty. It's an elegant dolphin. Normally they're still elegant, but they're kind of like a rainbow shape. Like they're kind of like this. They're kind of like this. But since this one's upright, doesn't that look cool? The form on this is great. I love it. And I love the ball because geometric. I feel like geometric things are on trend. So like spears and like certain patterns, like a checkered pattern, or you know, geometric stuff in general, like anything. Super cool. Like I just picked up a ball pillow. I was like, I'm just drawn to the geometric. So super pretty. I love this. Like this would be in an elegant Floridian home, like something like that. Pretty dolphin. So I was happy to get that for free. All right, believe it or not, we are wrapping it up. I think we have 3 more items. Hope you guys are still here to see them all. Hope it's interesting. This is one of the things in the listing I knew I wanted to get. This and another item I'll show you. Just because it's so big, but not too big to be too crazy for shipping. Like it's narrow. So this is a brass container with handles. You see the handles here. I think the handles are supposed to look like those Delft blue ceramic. Let me see, is this ceramic? Might be ceramic, but I can't tell. But it's supposed to be like that kind of look. And it's very elegant. Very elegant. You could put floral in here. You could just use it as general storage. You could put your umbrellas in it. You could do whatever with it. It would be really pretty. And since it's narrow, you could put it on a shelf. You could stick it in a closet. Thinking about it, it could even be like a wastebasket in a bathroom. Because thinking about it, my toilet is kind of close to my wall and I would need, like I have a trash can that's like narrow like this. It's a rectangle shape, but it's narrow. So you could put a liner in here and use it that way too. I love stuff like this because you can be creative. You can use it if it's your need. So cool, so big. Don't come across big bins that often. You know those little ones, they're great, but this is special because it's big. All right, the next one I definitely wanted. Oh, this, I think I might have paid $25 or $20, I don't remember. I took the tag off. And I think this was $25. And this is a brass umbrella stand. And this I might keep. I don't really have a great spot for it because kind of how my front door is, there's not a lot of room to put stuff because I have a staircase really close to the front door and a closet. So I might get rid of this because this would have to go in my closet, but it's just so pretty. I don't want to tuck it away in a closet. I might list it, but that would be hard because it's so pretty. It's a true umbrella. I was gonna say umbrella stand, but you know what I'm talking about. It's a container you put your umbrellas in, and it is kind of like that fluted design. It has these knobs on the side. Has a pretty base. So good. Have you ever seen a brass umbrella container? I have not. This is awesome. Okay, I think I have one last item. I do. This one I almost didn't get because this was $50. I didn't want to spend too much, but we just threw it in My mom's like, yeah, just get it. There were 2 of these. They were the exact same eagle in the same form, same cast eagle, but the bases were different. This one had a brass tree branch base. The other one was mounted on either wood or like something that was supposed to look like wood. And they were both $50. I just got this one because I kind of preferred the base being brass, and I thought maybe if someone was to buy this, they would also prefer the base being brass. Just because I preferred it, maybe someone else would. He's highly detailed. He's beautiful. This is one of those brass pieces I would call handsome. Like, my husband loves anything historical, American history, anything eagle. Like this reminds me of him. And he likes a very traditional but masculine space. So I don't know if he wants this or not. I can see him liking it, but still wanting me to list it because he doesn't have a lot of display space. He would probably want to put this in his office. But it's a very functional space. He doesn't have a lot of display space. So I think this will probably get listed, but if he wants it, I would keep it for him. But this is perfect for someone that loves eagles, loves history. This would be great for like, I always have this like dreams fantasy of having like either a lake house or like a log cabin in the woods. If you have like a rustic home and you see eagles a lot, or you have like a log cabin that is so fancy that you would put a brass eagle in it, this would look awesome in there. Like this surrounded by knotty pine. Or this in like a very elegant, I keep thinking of office because my husband would have something like this in his office, like a very elegant office with lots of books and rich officey burgundies and rich dark blues, forest greens. Like this would be very pretty, very handsome. So this is the last item. The reason why I was hesitant to pick it up was because it was $50 and it's big to ship, and I love eagles. My husband loves eagles, but I sold eagle bookends, and those sold really fast, and they were brass. But since this wasn't a bookend, I didn't know how fast it would sell. And I have other eagle bookends. They're wooden, and they've sat for a little while. So I was a little hesitant to pick up more eagles, but that is the last thing. I hope you enjoyed this. There may be more videos. I'm gonna try to do like those fun shopping videos people do where they take the camera shopping. However, I'm not sure how I'm gonna execute it, but I'll try. Or we could do more hauls, we could see. But if you like it and you have any advice, you can just let me know in the comments. Bye for now.